So people been complaining, saying I don't post enough videos, just posting pictures. Well, I don't think anybody wants to see this face pretty frequently, but I figure there's enough interest that maybe we'll go over, shit that went down in the shop every day. At least when I remember and when I feel like it. So, I guess we'll just go over the craziness that's going on. Some may have saw that we got 3 cars on the way from Michigan, all a bunch of little Focus hatchbacks. But we got a lot of cars in the shop already. I mean, just have a look. 2 Mustangs, Focus RS, Focus ST, another RS, another RS. It's an RS. So, me, Tim, Emily, we've been busting our asses off trying to get these things done, make some room for more cars coming in, because I only got room for 3 more cars. Here, one right there. We can make some room over there, move all these engines, put one right there, and we can go right there. That's it. It leaves us pretty tight in here. We need to have room for these working lifts, because this is what works. Well, I can't speak English sometimes, but these are the lifts we use every day. So, what going on today is Mr. Danny's car here. This is a 9174 EFR car on E85, our Type B block with a individual port cylinder head. So, some refer to it as the Ford Racing head. It's a Range Rover Evoque head. Originally, it makes it a little easier for it to fit and work with this car, but requires a custom manifold, turbo, downpipe, intake, intercooler, blah, blah, blah. So this one made 613 today at 20. Actually, this one took a lot of boost because it's twin scroll housing. So this one was 32 pounds of boost, about 12 degrees of timing up top, in 120 degree charge air temps. It is not cool in Texas by any means. It was, I believe, 104 today and about 76% humidity. We'll check the dyno to be sure, but I know it's definitely hovering around 100. And because this thing has a stock grill in it and no intake at all, it's just pulling in hot air when we're doing the pulls. So we'll do an intake on this later. And, when we want to turn it up, we're going to do some race gas later on. We just want to get some shakedown runs at the track soon enough, see what this thing runs, do some dialing in at the track, because it was spinning the tires on the dyno today. It does have some meaty, I believe, 295s in the back, NT05s, but they're a little greasy. They don't really have a lot of miles on them. Customer only put about 1,000 miles on them, so they get greasy from the roads here pretty easy. So spun on the dyno, still made 613, 530 foot-pounds of torque, so not bad. This car we just picked up from alignment from Blair Automotive or BMP Tuning. They're out in Carrollton, Texas. They always take care of us on our alignments out there. So this is just a car that I actually bought from a customer. He had the head gasket redone. Dealership kind of screwed him over on it, left him with pretty much a broken car, and told him he was SOL. So I paid his payoff on it, took the engine out of this car here, swapped it in there, did a twin disc, did head studs, SuperTech gasket, extreme clutch, twin disc ceramic. We've been using the ceramic just because they pretty much drive the same as organic and they'll support 800 horsepower. So might as well get the best if they drive the same. But put some suspension parts on this thing too, so we had to get it aligned. But it's up and going. It's going to get detailed by Manny at Clean Image right around the corner here at the shop. Get it ready, and then it's shipping out to Tennessee. We got a buyer for it already. You might have seen 2 engines that showed up today. These are just stock blocks from Ford. That's a 2.5 block. That's a 2.0 block. We're going to be doing a 2.5 build with a individual port head, a Force Performance Super 99 turbo, race gas, surge tank system, pretty much the whole deal. Customer that owns this Mustang actually wants to do that little guy there. So we're going to make out a pretty all-out drag car, but he does want to keep AC because he does want to drive on the street sometimes. So we'll see how that goes. If there's no room for it, power is more important than cool cheeks. So we'll get started on that. We need to do a lot of measuring on these engines here, the 2.5s, because we do make our own pistons. And we need to do a new design because the rod length and the stroke are going to be different. So we can't use any of the pistons that we use now or the rods we use now. Maybe the rods if we accommodate, but if the rods are too long and we don't have enough meat on the pistons, then we might have to do a different rod. So this is Mr. Nick's car. We built this car last year. He ate a head gasket because his coolant line popped off on the track. So we're not blaming anybody. We don't blame ourselves, we don't blame the customer. In this case, we're just gonna fix it. So we drove up all the way to Minnesota, picked this thing up for him, got the head off. You wanna do ported head anyway, so we're porting the head, decking it, block's fine, trans is fine, everything else is fine. So we're just gonna put new studs in, a new gasket, and the new ported head. Hook it up, tune it, send it. So onto this guy here. This is engine that I assembled yesterday. Just a Type B block, precision turbo. Our port injection kit, it's gonna be run on E85. This is basically a weekend track car. He does drive it every now and then, but it's mostly oriented for track. So we're doing a set of KW coilovers on it with some custom spring rates and some top hats that we had made by Ground Control for camber adjustment. You can see he's got brakes on it, pads, lines, sway bars, all that good stuff. But as you can see, we got the engine all inside. We assembled it yesterday, threw the trans on. This is one of our built trans. We use Jax 4 to do all the inside work. This is carbon synchros, WPC gears, upgraded bearings, WaveTrack LSD, all new seals, coated case. So this one's all good to go, ready to rock. This is a ETS downpipe with a Jesse carbon-proof cap and precision drop-in turbo. We gotta put the axles in still. I need to make the harness for it because we integrate the port injection harness into the factory harness, so it looks all nice and factory. So I'll be building the harnesses this weekend as I get caught up with emails, and I'll probably roll up here tomorrow night, build the harness for this guy, get it all together. That way Tim can come in on Monday morning, assemble it together, and we can start the break-in process, get 250 miles on it, do a couple oil changes, then get it on the dyno and make some power and send it off, get it out of here. So Mustang up there, that's a Type B build, MA Performance 6062 turbo kit with a couple changes. We use a different wastegate, we use a different blow-off valve. They accommodate for us, so we do offer that kit with those small changes on the website as well. Additionally, beyond that, engine build, we're doing the port injection just like always. You need port injection for more power, but this guy's got the Brembo conversion. We did some Petters coilovers on it, stock sways, but it's got Willwoods out back. We did obviously coilovers on back. Can't really see it, but we got Ford Racing upgraded half shafts in here. Got a Borla exhaust on it because it's a convertible. They're the only ones that make an exhaust with Ford Performance that fit. And then the MAP turbo cable just bolt right up to that guy. So we'll get this thing sorted probably next week and also be driving it, breaking miles, tune it, send it. This one's from Florida, so we got to get this one picked up and shipped. Now, final thing I did today was tune this hog. I posted up, we made 505 wheel horsepower and 465 torque on 93 octane. Today we turned on the 85. It made power pretty quick. We already reached the goal, which is 625. And well, the goal is 620, but we hit 625 in this hot ass weather. You can kind of have a look there. 625, 541 foot-pounds of torque, and that graph is butter. So I'll pop up the Mustang numbers too, that white Mustang over there. So we got that one. That one's 613 at 545. So similar torque. The Mustang does spool a little faster because it is a EFR. They have been known to spool faster. So it's got a little more top end on the GTX and definitely took a lot less boost to make that power in the RS. One being less drivetrain loss because the Mustang is an auto. This is mostly front wheel drive. I mean, there's the argument that this thing's all wheel drive, but it's pretty much just an ST with a bumper on it. Don't get mad, guys. I know it's an RS. Anyways, so this guy is the 2.42 liter stroker that we did. It's a custom setup. The rods and pistons are all based off the Type B design, but it is stroked out, so the pistons are custom to accommodate the extra stroke. ETS GTX 3582 turbo kit. ETS intercooler, as you can see. Wow, wow. And then we got our titanium exhaust on it, which is loud as piss with the catless downpipe from ETS on it. So you can see that guy sticking out over there and nothing. So if you don't know, 7 pounds. That's why we like it single, and that's why we like it loud. So this thing made pretty good power, 24 pounds of boost. E85 more is actually E65. The E85 around here is actually not that great, but E65, no big deal. Same thing as E85 as far as power goes. This also has our 4-port boost control solenoid upgrade on it. That's going to be a kit that we're going to offer on the website. Now, nobody needs to run out and go buy it. This is a 4-port kit that is going to be for big power cars. You know, if you got a stock RS, stock turbo, you don't need a 4-port boost control solenoid. You can, you want one, I'll sell it to you, you know, but it's not going to do any good. So reserve that for cars like this, that one, not that one, that one. Sometimes you might want to do a convertible with a 4-port boost control solenoid, and that's okay as well. So that's pretty much what happened today. Tuned this car, engine in that car. That's been waiting, ported head. That's just gonna sit there forever. Alignment, tune, and I need to make a harness for that guy and that guy. And now I'm just gonna listen to some music, do a couple emails, then go get some food.